Yo, hello, this is a book review, amateur hour. This book, Moonwalking with Einstein, is a very good book. I rate it a good 4.5 out of 5. Yes, this book is very practical. You do learn a lot of memory techniques while reading the book, but it does get a little bit boring. Like in the middle parts where it starts talking about like the different systems of memory, which is like the important parts if you want to use the memory techniques. But it is a little bit boring to read. It's not exciting. It's like reading a textbook. It's not really boring, but it is useful. So therefore, I give this book a 4.5 out of 5. Yes, it's very practical, and I would not read it again because I remember everything that is in this book because of the memory techniques. So yes, it's boring, but it's useful, and I will not read again. It talks about memory, and then like talks about how people have how people have a hard time remembering stuff. Talks about his experience in memory competitions. Also talks about famous mnemonics who memorize for a living. Talks about I think his name is Ed, who doesn't know how to remember. So like back to what I said, Ed, who has a hard time remembering. It talks about books and how books are like the physical external memory, because we have the internal memory, which is our brain, and the external memory, which is books, and books are a way of memorizing, and people used to memorize books back in the day. They used to only carry one book around and made sure that they really memorized the books, because books were hard to come by because of printing. Because printing was a problem, they didn't know how to mass produce books back in the day, but since the invention of the printing press, they found a way to mass produce books, which is why you have books now that are very common. Back in the day, it was a luxury to have a book, but because of the printing press, books are now cheaper and common and more common. Yeah, it's a good book. 4.5 out of 5 stars.